Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Everyone, and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa, and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My Home. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. Remember, if you don't have sanitizer, you can use soap and water. So we'll start by rubbing inside, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we are going to be doing cutting, pasting, and sequencing. Now, boys and girls, let us begin our exciting lesson by going to page 24. On page 24, we have a blank page, and this is because you have a mission. Your mission is to find a house in a magazine or a newspaper. Then when you find it, you're going to cut it out and paste it on the page. Now, it can be any type of house, so take your time and find the one that you really like. I have found a house, and this house I actually really like. It's a traditional house, and it is a house made up of straw, mud, and wood. So I'm going to paste my house in my booklet. Remember, when you're pasting, you can use glue. Just make sure that once you use your glue, you're going to use it gently, making sure that all the corners have glue. When you are done pasting or putting your glue, please put your glue back. And then the lid must be on so that it does not dry out. So now that I have put glue on my page, I'm going to stick it gently into my book. After pasting in my book, then I know that I have done the correct thing. So please, boys and girls, look for a beautiful picture and paste it neatly inside the box. I need to remind you that a pair of scissors can be very dangerous. So once you find your picture, please use a pair of scissors in the presence of an adult, which means an adult must be there. Then when you're done cutting, please put the pair of scissors away. Now, when you're done with that exercise, I want you now to come with me to the next page, page 25. On page 25, we have a story. Yes! And it's going to be our job to cut out the cards and paste them in the correct order. But before we do that, we need to listen to the story. And I have just the story for this one. The story I'm going to tell you is the one of the 3 little pigs. Some of you may have heard it before, and others, this is your first time. That's okay. I would like everyone to listen. There once were 3 little pigs. The 3 little pigs decided that they wanted to build a house. So, the first pig built their house out of straw. The second pig built his house out of wood. And the third pig built his house out of brick. The 3 little pigs were busy building their houses. But deep in the forest, watching them, was a big, bad wolf. The wolf saw that the pigs looked delicious and decided that he was going to try and eat them. Once the pig who was building their house of straw was done, he finished just in time to see the wolf coming right behind him. He quickly got into his house and closed the door. And the big bad wolf came to the door of the house and knocked. And he said, little pig, let me in." The pig cried and said, "Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin." The wolf got mad and he said, "Then I will huff and puff and blow your house down." The little pig was frightened but did not open the door. And so the wolf gathered all his strength and he huffed and puffed and blew the house down. The little pig was so shocked. His house had fallen down. He quickly ran to his brother, the one who was building the house out of wood. When he saw his brother coming, he was just in time because his house was finished. The 2 little pigs ran inside the house of wood and closed and locked the door. The wolf came to the door of the house and knocked 3 times. Little pigs, let me in." "Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins." "Then I will huff and I will puff and I will blow the house down." The poor little pigs were frightened, but they did not open the door. And so the wolf stepped back and decided to huff and puff, and he blew the house down. The poor pig's house was ruined. All the wood was on the floor. So the 2 little pigs quickly ran to their brother with the wolf right behind them. They managed to get to their brother's house on time, who had finished it and was actually closing the door. They got into the house and the 3 of them locked the door. The wolf came to the door and knocked just like he did before. "Little pigs, let me in." "Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins." Then I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow the house down." The little pigs said nothing. They all were waiting. And so the wolf decided to try and blow the house down. He stepped back, and then he huffed and puffed and blew. But nothing happened to the house. He decided to try again. Huff, puff, and nothing happened again. He tried again and again and again, but the house was too strong. This house made out of bricks was very, very strong. The pigs felt a little bit safer, but the wolf was not yet done, because the house that was made out of bricks had a chimney. And so the wolf decided to climb up the roof, and he was going to go down the chimney to get into the house so that he can eat the little pigs. But when the little pigs saw what the wolf was doing from the windows, they decided, let's boil a pot of water. So they quickly made a fire and decided to put a big boiling pot of water. Now the wolf was too busy trying to climb down the chimney, so he did not hear any of this. Instead, when he got to the chimney, he went right down the chimney, legs first. But he was met by a boiling pot of water. The wolf was so badly burnt, he started to run and cry. And he ran out of the house and into the forest. The three little pigs were safe, and they all decided to live in the house made up of bricks together. They never saw the big bad wolf again. The end. Now I hope you enjoyed that story, my dear children, and now that I've told you the story, you have a special job to cut out the pictures you can see, and you're going to put them in the correct order. You're going to start, I'll give you a clue, with the three little pigs standing together. Have fun with this one, and you can try and tell the story to a friend, to a family member, to another adult. Make sure that when you do tell the story, you don't forget about the big bad wolf. Have fun, my dear children, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
My dear friends, it's now time for us to say goodbye. But before we do, we need to sanitize. So let us take our sanitizer. Remember, if you don't have sanitizer, that's okay. You can use soap and water. I would like you to rub inside. Very good. Round and round your hands. In between your fingers. On your wrists and your fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Zoshi was supposed to come and see me. I'm not sure if he's around. Have you seen him? Zoshi? There you are, Zoshi. Were you hiding from me again? So, Zoshi and I would like to say goodbye together with a special goodbye song. And if you know it, you can also sing it with us. Are you ready, Zoshi? Good. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Bye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.